What's up, everyone? I've been pretty pissed off ever since I heard this recent news. Oh yeah, good morning to many of you. It's early in the morning. I wasn't able to sleep very well. I also had surgery 2 weeks ago. I had a spine infusion. Messed up my camera. I was supposed to replace it, but Best Buy ran out of cameras. I only have store credit now because I guess with all this censorship that's going on, all the liars came out to lie and they all became YouTubers. Since now everyone is promoting liars with all this fake news, fake media, and all the BS that's going on right now. So what pissed me off is this news with this piece of shit, Hispanic wannabe, a black self-created victim of a soldier called Caron Nazario in Virginia. This man was, this pussy was stopped in Virginia because he had paper plates in the back of his car, which he's now trying to say that he just purchased that car, but he happens to be driving in the middle of the fucking night with a paper plate. And yes, they are temporary plates in many states and everything, but no, we call those phantom plates. He goes ahead and he's driving. Okay, the police tried to pull him over because of the license plate issue. They have all their rights to, because like I said, there's such thing as what's called phantom plates. Many Hispanics buy them ever since I was a little kid. I've even owned them when I was a young kid at the age of 16. It's what people do to evade taxes or tag fees or not even pay insurance. Practically a huge percentage of soldiers do it when they're too broke to pay for insurances. So they buy phantom plates from corrupt dealerships. It happens in New Jersey. It happens in New York. It happens in Virginia and Kentucky, everywhere. So now you're saying that it's wrong for a police officer to do his job and attempt to see if this vehicle is legally registered and purchased recently. And how many days have passed by ever since he registered for those plates, which I believe are phantom plates. They're fake fucking plates. But who would know that? Because of course, police officers, because most of them were soldiers, they tend to protect soldiers and let them get away with many crimes, including speeding, DUI, and so many things. And I know that for a fact because it happened over 100 times in New York City alone in front of me, where a U.S. soldier is caught drunk driving. He even runs into other vehicles and the police look for a fucking excuse to cover up the damn crime and not even give him a breathalyzer or anything. Always protecting the fucking soldier. You've even went to the extent of protecting a soldier when a Kentucky detective covered up my brother's murder. My brother, a U.S. soldier who served the country, was murdered and covered up by 3 fucking soldiers in his own Chevy Tahoe. And a Kentucky detective told me that he doesn't care what evidence I find to my face. What evidence I find, he's not reopening the case. They go to the extent of even covering up a murder. And I'm supposed to believe that this piece of shit felt like he was a victim and he feared for his life. No soldier in fucking history, or as long as I fucking know, has ever feared the police officers in any state, because you know they cover up for all your fucking crimes. You know it very well. But now we're supposed to believe that this man, who clearly shows on video that not only did he not stop when the police officers tell him to stop, and of course, okay, he has his right to get to a lighted area, but no, he passed a lighted area a few times and decided to speed away from the police officer for 1.5 miles until he was stopped at a gas station. From what it would look like, a BP gas station. Then the guns were drawn at him because why are you evading a police? Why are you speeding up when they tell you to stop? You pass many lighted areas. Why are you doing that? That alerts me. That makes me think you have something to hide. But then they tell you, open your windows and put your hands out, and instead you start fucking around with your own personal camera trying to set it up so you can try to instigate an issue right there, because I guess your broke ass needed money and needed an excuse to try to play off the victim shit, right? To make it even more ridiculous and more of a joke for this freaking pathetic loser and his whole entire family who supports him, This pathetic loser went as far as telling reporters that he was beaten and abused when nowhere in any footage, in any video footage, including his own or the police officers, did you see any violence occur. You didn't see any beatings occur. They even talked to this man. He admitted he was wrong. They told him that they can destroy his life, but they're not going to report him to the base because they can easily report him and he will be in so many issues with the military. But no, they didn't do that. They tried to protect his job, which is what all police officers always freaking do, which is pathetic. You should have destroyed this man's fucking life. He is not above the law, and this is how he repaid you. How do you feel right now that you got backstabbed by people like this guy who's supposed to be a soldier? That's exactly how my brother would have felt at this moment if he would have been alive. He trusted 3 soldiers, and they put a bullet in his head, in the back of his head. And this is what we're supposed to now defend? We're gonna go ahead and say now that these soldiers are above the law? When a few months ago you were quick to say that they were sellouts? You recorded yourself even having second thoughts about what you were doing, and then you decided to go forward with trying to say, putting the camera right there with a half a smirk and then going like this, why are you stopping me? So now you're disrespecting a U.S. man, a U.S. soldier who served in the military. Why did you have to throw all that shit in there? You just wanted clout. You wanted to instigate a fucking problem, knowing very well that no soldier fears any police officers. Many police officers, a huge percentage of them were soldiers and are still currently serving in the U.S. Army. You motherfuckers are like brothers. Like I said, they've even covered up my brother's murder to protect 3 soldiers. And now you fear for your life because you want money. They pepper spray you because not only did you not obey when they tell you to stop, you went ahead and you sped up. You stopped over there at a gas station and you're telling them that you're not going out. You're making sudden movements inside your car, setting up your camera. And now you have also a loaded gun inside the car. So knowing that a soldier always obeys, they have to obey a law, whether it's civilian, and you have more laws than us civilians. You also have to respect federal laws. And instead of doing all that shit, you decided to instigate an issue because of the color of your skin being Hispanic. Now you want to play black. You must need money. So you go ahead, you tell the cop that you're not going to come out of the car. You get pepper spray, they pull your ass out and shit. You tell them that you a lieutenant or whatever the fuck and everything, which is still a disgrace to the uniform. And then you go ahead and you get pepper spray. Then you literally got recorded admitting that you was wrong. You was wrong. You gave this police officer all these alerts that made him think his life was in danger. You didn't obey him. Now you're in uniform, so you must be distraught. Or either you're drunk like a motherfucker or high on some type of fucking drugs. Because, like I said, soldiers obey. They've even been caught drunk driving and they obey a police officer's rules and whatever the fuck he says. They come out of their car because they know they're gonna get away with the crime. But you decided you didn't want to. We don't know if you was drunk. We don't know if you was high on some kind of fucking drugs. We do know you had a loaded gun. You disobeyed the traffic laws. We don't know if you have phantom fucking plates. We don't know anything because now the biggest mistake this fucking police officer did was not reporting you. I would have destroyed your entire fucking career, reported you to the fucking military, had them thrown your fucking ass out. You would have been arrested. You would have did your time and shit. You are not above the fucking law. But you, instead of him letting you go after you even agreed that you were in the wrong, you waited 5 months to try to find a piece of shit attorney to go ahead and say they violated your civil rights because you're black. You fucking serious? This is what pisses me the fuck off. And then you have all these cloud chasers and this piece of shit Don, the fucking lemon clown, and all these social media and news reporters and shit now saying, oh, I guess it didn't fit their narrative to say white police officer because the police officer was also Hispanic. So they said police officer attacks black U.S. soldier, black U.S. soldier, black U.S. soldier. One of them even said an Afro-Latino. I was like, what the fuck? I looked it up, and we all have a certain percentage of Afro-Latinos and shit, and majority Dominicans have more than Puerto Ricans from what I see, but we don't consider ourselves fucking black and self-created victims. You don't see Hispanic playing fucking victims for the last fucking year and a half, destroying minority businesses for profit. You didn't see that shit. What you did see is BLM trying to profit $90 million, buys themselves $1 million homes and mansions, don't give shit to their own community, and they disrespect the soldiers and get on their faces saying that the black soldiers are fucking, traitors and all this shit. You went as far as opening up a GoFundMe, but I guess there's not so many idiots like there was before with the BLM and the $90 million. Cause you just seem to have gotten only 10K. I guess there's a little bit of idiots left out there. Now, U.S. police officers are even in more danger, not only from the public, from the people who were supposed to be your brothers. Now they are turning against you for profit because I guess the military isn't paying them enough. Democrats are going to protect them. And now that it fits the agenda of the black folks, the self-created victims, of course they're going to get on his side. After last year, they were on video getting all over the black soldiers' faces, telling them that you were a disgrace to the uniform, that you're a sellout. Isn't that what the black folks were saying to all military black soldiers? You were sellouts? And now you're going to go ahead and you're going to act like them? You're a fucking clown, dude. You're a loser. Anybody who backs you up is a true bitch. Your family who supports you for profit are true bitches. You're all assholes. You're a pathetic fucking loser. Don't try to play like you're fucking a strong soldier or shit. You just proved right now that you're a bitch. Now you feared for your life? You fucking serious? Since when is a soldier fearing for his life from a police officer who always protects him from every crime he commits? Even murder. Murder. You got away with fucking murder. 3 soldiers got away with murder of my brother in Kentucky because of a fucking detective. And you're going to tell me that you're a victim? That you're a victim? So now a police officer wants to do his job and everyone is against him? Now you wanna either make fucking these people over and above the fucking law? Either you're gonna be on their side or not. Pick a fucking side. Because if you're gonna be on the side of a fucking soldier getting away with a crime or driving with no fucking insurance or whatever, then you might as well be on the fucking side of a white police officer, whether he's racist or not, killing a fucking criminal. You can't pick and choose whatever benefits whatever your pockets. You can't do that.